On an ordinary day, a 20% spike in withdrawal requests can cripple a major crypto exchange's balance sheet, forcing a halt that leaves billions in client funds instantly inaccessible. This is not just a theoretical risk. Recent history shows cascading failures from such liquidity mismatches. But how exactly does a single operational pause spill into market-wide panic? And what red flags should investors watch before it's too late? Withdrawal halts on crypto exchanges are triggered not by legal orders or insolvency filings, but by operational thresholds that can be measured in real time. When withdrawal requests surge by 20 to 50% within a single day, internal treasury monitors flag an acute liquidity shortfall. At this level, hot wallet reserves, those set aside for immediate withdrawals, can be drained in hours, leaving the exchange unable to honor client redemptions. Exchange log data from previous incidents show that even a single day spike of this magnitude is enough to overwhelm normal liquidity buffers. The distinction is critical. These pauses are not regulatory freezes, but direct responses to a numeric stress event. In such moments, trading may continue, but the ability to move assets off platform is suspended, turning a liquidity crunch into a full operational freeze. This numeric trigger sits at the heart of withdrawal halt protocols, separating routine volatility from market-wide distress. Operational teams divide assets into tiers according to how quickly they can be accessed. Only about 5 to 10% of total customer balances are held in hot wallets, ready for immediate withdrawal. The next rung consists of near-liquid reserves, stablecoins, and fiat accounts, which can take up to an hour to mobilize. Beyond that, a significant 30 to 40% of assets are encumbered, pledged as collateral for margin trading or lent out to external parties. These encumbered funds are locked, sometimes for days or weeks, and cannot be recalled on demand. When withdrawal requests exceed the hot and near-liquid layers, exchanges face a rapid depletion of accessible funds. This three-horizon liquidity ladder means that even modest spikes in withdrawal demand can push platforms into a cash crunch long before balance sheets show actual insolvency. Custody and treasury teams must navigate these constraints in real time, often with little room for error. Leverage amplifies liquidity stress long before cash reserves run dry. When market volatility intensifies, derivatives platforms see open interest surge well above 15% of spot market capitalization. This swelling leverage sets up a feedback loop. As prices fall, risk engines issue margin calls that force traders to liquidate positions. Each forced sale drains spot market liquidity, deepening price declines and triggering further liquidations. Funding rates can swing over 300 basis points in a matter of hours, signaling a scramble for cash among leveraged players. Insurance funds, designed to absorb these shocks, quickly deplete, leaving exchanges exposed. The result is a self-reinforcing cascade, where margin calls accelerate outflows, draining accessible assets and pushing the entire system closer to a withdrawal freeze. These metrics, open interest and funding rate spikes, serve as early warning signals, mapping the path from internal trading stress to broader liquidity crises. Over 2/3 of all customer crypto balances are concentrated on just 5 major exchanges, a figure that has hovered near 70% for years. These platforms do not simply store assets, they actively reuse them. That reuse is enabled by terms of service clauses that permit rehypothecation for lending, margin, or platform operations. A single user deposit may be pooled, lent to a market maker, repledged as collateral, and even cycled through third-party protocols, creating a hidden web of claims. Legal counsel for institutional clients often flag these custody agreements as opaque, with critical distinctions between segregated and pooled models buried in the fine print. Market makers, in turn, depend on this asset fluidity to maintain liquidity, but each link in the chain increases the risk that a withdrawal freeze at one node will ripple outward. When a halt occurs, the true exposure is not limited to the exchange itself. It radiates through overlapping counterparty obligations that are rarely visible until stress reveals them. Real-time dashboards now track exchange health, with a level of granularity once reserved for internal risk teams. Amber warnings appear when on-chain reserves fall below 25% of customer liabilities. If depletion passes 45%, the dashboard flashes red, signaling a critical threshold where withdrawal freezes become likely. The withdrawal to deposit ratio offers another key signal. A sustained 3-to-1 imbalance means outflows are overwhelming new inflows, straining available liquidity. Stablecoin redemption surges and sudden drops in order book depth, such as bid-ask spread widening or a collapse in available liquidity within 1-2% of the mid-price, serve as immediate cues for heightened risk. These metrics, now accessible through public analytics platforms, form the core of an early warning toolkit. For institutional teams, monitoring these thresholds is not just best practice, it is essential for managing exposure to operational halts. Mt. Gox's collapse in 2014 exposed the consequences of unchecked hot wallet depletion. Over 850,000 Bitcoin vanished from customer accounts, with bankruptcy filings revealing years of undetected theft and operational gaps. Bitfinex lost 119,000 Bitcoin in 2016 to a multi-sig wallet breach. Instead of immediate restitution, the platform issued BFX tokens, passing losses to account holders and highlighting how rehypothecated assets can mask liquidity gaps. The FTX implosion in November 2022 followed a $6 billion withdrawal run in just 72 hours. Forensic analysis showed an $8 billion asset shortfall, with customer funds misused for affiliated trading and on-chain flows confirming commingled reserves. Celsius, facing a $1.2 billion deficit in June 2022, froze withdrawals as illiquid loans and yield products clashed with surging redemption requests. Voyager halted operations weeks later after a $660 million loan default by Three Arrows Capital, demonstrating how counterparty contagion can trigger a rapid transition from operational stress to insolvency. Each case leaves a forensic record of how liquidity mismatches, opaque asset use, and networked exposures turn technical stress into lasting losses. Liquidity risk in exchange custody remains unresolved. Today, billions hinge on untested assumptions. Institutional resilience depends on transparency, not trust. The next crisis will not wait for better safeguards.